again, music fans. I am back here for another spotlight on my collection, but this time on a particular type of album, which is the tribute album. All right, so these are albums that, and let's just define here. I'm not talking about covers albums, okay? I'm talking about albums which specifically tribute a particular artist. So, because I had originally picked an Aerosmith one that I have called Honkin' on Bobo, but it's actually a covers of blues songs, so not a particular artist. So all of these are like of a particular artist. All right, and when I started thinking about this, I thought, well, I think I have maybe 5 or 6 of them, and I think I have enough for a spotlight. But holy crap, it's not just this, but this too, and a couple of LPs. So let's get started. Okay, well, the ones that I immediately came to mind from my collection was the Sabbath ones. So, many of you may have this one, Nativity in Black, and this may have been the very first tribute album that I ever bought. Okay, Nativity in Black, a tribute to Black Sabbath, and with really, really cool illustrations right there by comic book artist Michael Kaluta. Here we have Biohazard, White Zombie, and also the thing I like about this one is that you have artists that are metal artists. Megadeth doing Paranoid, Ozzy Osbourne with Therapy, with a question mark at the end, Therapy, Corrosion of Conformity, Bruce Dickinson with Godspeed doing Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. That's a really great version. Okay, Faith No More doing a live version of War Pigs. And Typo Negative just going all out with the title track Black Sabbath. Okay, Megadeth does Paranoid here. All really great ones. They followed that up with Nativity in Black 2, which is not as good as the first one, but still pretty damn good. Okay, here's the back cover. I didn't show the back cover of this one. Somebody with an NIB tattoo right there, and I don't know if that's an actual tattoo or they just photoshopped that, but anyway, here we have Godsmack, Machine Head, Megadeth again with the unusual Never Say Die. Who would cover that one? But anyway, Pantera doing Electric Funeral, Slayer doing Hand of Doom, really cool. Okay, Monster Magnet, Into the Void, and the unusual Busta Rhymes doing Iron Man. Okay. Nativity in Black 2. Again with a cool Michael Kaluta art. And I'm going to open these because the really cool thing about not just the artwork, but it has tarot cards right there with different quotes from all the artists that contribute. Really cool art. Likewise in Nativity in Black 1. Let me pull that one out quickly. There's the cover. And here we have those really cool illustrations for the tarot cards. I wonder if these are actually available. Now that I pull it out, that's how you do a booklet. All right. Let's go now with more Sabbath, a couple of more. Masters of Misery, right there. Black Sabbath, the EARACHE tribute. These are artists from the EARACHE label. These are really brutal covers, Cathedral does a really great Wheels of Confusion. Here, Sleep going extra doomy. Godflesh. Confessor. Okay. Brutal Truth. Ultraviolence. Really super heavy versions of Sabbath songs. I don't know if it really fits the songs to make them so incredibly heavy, like metalcore at times even. Likewise for the next one, Eternal Masters, Black Sabbath, a tribute. Here we have Sacred Reich, Cadaver. This one is much more death metal. Cannibal Corpse. Okay, doing Zero the Hero, which they do, I have to say, a pretty good cover. X-Order, Old, Coffin Break. Alright. I don't listen to those much, but the first two, the Nativity and Black ones, I think are pretty good. Now for Kiss. There's 3 of them here. The first one, which is also one of the very first tribute albums that I ever bought, Kiss My Ass. Right here. I think, yes, this was right before they got back together and put the makeup back on. So this was still in the non-makeup years. Even though here on the cover, you see them, that family with the makeup. And curiously enough, you know, this little kid is supposed to be Ace Frehley, but that makeup is not his, you know, because it's got like a golden makeup right there. So who knows what was going on there. But anyway, Lenny Kravitz doing a pretty good version of Deuce. Garth Brooks also doing a very good version of Hard Luck Woman. Anthrax, Extreme doing really good. But then there's some questionable choices here, like the Jim Blossoms, Toad the Wet Sprocket. Who the fuck are they? Okay. Shandy's Addiction, Dinosaur Jr. I mean, what the fuck? Okay. The Lemonheads, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Whatever. You know. Some really hit and miss here on this album. Kiss My Ass. Much, much better is this one. Spin the Bottle, an all-star tribute to Kiss. And I'm not just talking because I'm not just saying because this has a way better cover. This one was produced by Bob Kulick. Of course, the brother, who passed away sadly, Bob Kulick, the brother of Bruce Kulick, who was in Kiss. And this is one of those tribute albums where you have several members from several different bands coming together on one song. So, for instance, in Detroit Rock City, you got Dee Snider, Doug Aldrich, Marco Mendoza, and John Tempesta. Okay. Cold Gin, you got Mark Slaughter, Ryan Roxy, Reuben Ford, Phil Susan, and Steve Riley. So you get the idea. All right. In others, you got Kip Winger here, Lemmy in Shout It Out Loud. Okay, Phil Lewis, CeCe DeVille, Bob Kulick himself, right there. You know, really, really great versions here. Spin the Bottle, and all-star tribute to Kiss. There's the back cover with that sexy girl, and I believe she also appears in the booklet. Yes, indeed. Feast your eyes on that. Okay, really recommended. Much better than the Kiss My Ass one. Spin the Bottle and also a tribute to Kiss. And this one, Kiss of Death, a tribute to Kiss by Pretty Boy Floyd. Good, but the vocals here by whomever the vocalist is for Pretty Boy Floyd can get a bit annoying. Okay, they're very screechy. They do the usual suspects, as you can see here. King of the Nighttime World. Room Service, I Stole Your Love. They do some, you know, rarity though, like for instance, Room Service, Going Blind. There you go. I actually bought this directly from one of the members of Pretty Boy Floyd, who came here as part of the band for one of the guitarists of Guns N' Roses, who once came here. And what is his name? I'm going to put it over here. Who once came here to play live in my city. And in his band was one of the members of Pretty Boy Floyd. In his merch stand, he was selling this. So I bought it. Now let's go with Iced Earth. Tribute to the Gods. In this one, they don't do a tribute to one artist, but to, I believe, 4. Which would be Kiss, Blue Oyster Cult, Judas Priest, and Alice Cooper. and Black Sabbath and Iron Maiden. Well, a whole bunch. Well, here this could also be considered a covers album, because so I'm kind of cheating with putting this one here, but it is called Tribute to the Gods. But really good versions here of Creature of the Night, Number of the Beast, Highway to Hell, God of Thunder, Cities on Flame, It's a Long Way to the Top, Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath, and Hallowed Be Thy Name by Maiden. All right. There are some ticket stubs. I don't know if they are from them specifically. They have this comic book style art inside. Really good. Now, again, a couple of albums that just like the Spin the Bottle of Kiss one, where they are collections of several artists coming together on one song. We have here a tribute to Ozzy, Bathead Soup. For instance, in Mr. Crowley, you got Tim Ripper Owens, Yngwie on guitar, Tim Bogert, Tommy Aldrich, and Derek Sherinian. So that's just on Mr. Crowley, And on Desire, you got Lemmy, Richie Kotzen, Tony Franklin, and Vinnie Colaiuta. Okay, Crazy Train, you got the Dee Snider, Doug Aldrich, Tony Levin, Jason Bonham. You get the idea. Okay, other guys here like Jolene Turner, Lisa Loeb, the pop artist here doing a Goodbye to Romance. Paranoid with a pretty good version there by Vince Neil and George Lynch on guitar. Jeff Pilson, Bobby Blotzer, other guys that are on this album. Tribute to Ozzy. Very similar. This one also produced by Bob Kulick, just like the Kiss one, and also this one. Humanary Stew, a tribute to Alice Cooper. Okay, right here. Under My Wheel, School's Out, the usual songs for an Alice Cooper Greatest Hits. Again, many of the same guys that I mentioned in the Ozzy one and the Kiss ones are also here in Humanary Stew. Another one here. This one is actually my brother's. This is a LEPPARDMANIA, a tribute to Def Leppard. Okay. Here we have John Corabi, Janie Lane, Kevin Dubrow, okay, Phil Lewis of LA Guns, Dizzy Pearl of Love Hate. Here are the tracks, which are, again, the usual suspects. Wasted, Rock Brigade, Photograph, Too Late for Love, Foolin', LEPPARDMANIA, a tribute to Def Leppard. Haven't heard that one much. I have to get back to it. Now here's one, we go on to the Zeppelin now, where one artist attributes another artist in a full album. We have Great Zeppelin, a tribute to Led Zeppelin by Great White. Jack Russell, who at the time was with Great White, right now he's with Jack Russell's Great White, okay? Does a pretty good the Robert Plant imitation right here, which is actually his normal voice, and these covers are you might say they're very close to the original. It's a bit too close, but they're really good. I really enjoy this one. And by the way, when I went to see Jack Russell's Great White live in Tucson, Arizona, he played a really cool medley of Zeppelin tracks right there, which was really good. And I believe he played some of the ones that are not here, which I will put down here. All right, and now that if I can remember the titles. But anyway, really good one. Great Zeppelin, tribute to Led Zeppelin. More Zeppelin here with someone you may not have heard of. An acoustic guitar tribute by Richard DeVINCK, Going to California. So this is all acoustic guitar, all instrumental. Bron Ir-Ur, Going to California, Black Mountain Sign, No Quarter. And an interesting version of Stairway to Heaven. You have to have some balls to cover that song. Great White does it too, because it's been so overplayed and so overcovered. Okay, and here we have a symphonic Led Zeppelin. Here, KASHMIR, symphonic Led Zeppelin, performed by the London Philharmonic Orchestra. Okay, KASHMIR, The Battle of Evermore, Stairway to Heaven, When the Levee Breaks, Going to California, symphonic Zeppelin. Really cool. Now, again, this is a Mexican band called REGROOVED, with RIJABS, a tribute to Led Zeppelin. This is just, I believe, they may be a bar band or something. I can't remember where I got this one, but anyway, they do really hard. They lean heavily on the bluesy, hard bluesy side of Zeppelin here for this one. They have a female vocalist. Okay, REGROOVED, tribute to Zeppelin. Now we go to Yes, but specifically Chris Squire, the late bassist of Yes. Here we have A Life in Yes, the Chris Squire tribute. We have, there you go, again, several artists collaborating on one song. John Davison, who is the current singer of Yes. Okay. Tony Kaye, previous keyboardist. Candice Knight, of course, of Blackmore's Night. Right there. Steve Porcaro, Steve Hackett. Really great versions of these songs. Chris Squire, a tribute. Now for a couple of Pink Floyd ones. We have Pink Box, songs of Pink Floyd. Once again, several artists coming together on one song. You know, John Wetton, Jeff Downes, Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull. Among many, this is a 2 CD set. If you can read it, that design is kind of not very good. And we have Pink Box, songs of Pink Floyd. Like I said, 2 CD set. Like with Zeppelin, they also have their symphonic. Wish You Were Here, symphonic, Pink Floyd. Okay. Featuring Alice Cooper on vocals, right here on some of Dave Fowler, Rick Wakeman on piano, and the London Orion Orchestra. Wish You Were Here, symphonic, tribute to Floyd. Now a tribute to Creedence Clearwater Revival. This one here came out here in Mexico. It is called Quiero Creedence, which means I want Creedence. Okay, Los Lobos, Juan Gabriel, who is a very, very popular Mexican pop artist who's also sadly passed away. Okay, and even there's a really good one, Green River, with Billy Gibbons. That one's a really, really good one here. Quiero Creedence, some Creedence Clearwater Revival tribute. Now for some Beatles. We have here a Mexican jazz singer called Stéphanie Gérard singing the Beatles. I'd actually never heard of this woman. I just saw this album and I bought it just because it was a tribute to the Beatles. Right there she is crossing the street a la Abbey Road. I don't know if I like this jazzy versions here. All-star acoustic tribute to the Beatles. Ann Wilson from Heart, gotta love her. Todd Rundgren, John Wetton, Jack Bruce of Cream. I mean, this one is really all-star. Okay, Billy Sherwood from Yes. And even Let It Be by KC of KC and the Sunshine Band. Here comes a tribute to the Beatles. The Corrs, Sarah Vaughan, Aretha Franklin, Bette Midler, Black Oak, Arkansas doing Taxman, Yes doing Every Little Thing, Bananarama doing Help, Linda Ronstadt with Good Night, and the Ides of March, Symphony for Eleanor. Pretty good. We're going to finish it up with a couple of albums. Here's another Beatles one. Great songs of the Beatles. You can see there the artists featured. Got this one, I believe, at a thrift store. And the curious is that it is quadraphonic, so that means it has 4 channels. I do not have a quadraphonic system, but I believe somewhere around here it says that it can be played on stereo systems, which I have. And let's finish off this collection of tribute albums with a bang. Okay. Ronnie James Dio, This Is Your Life on vinyl. Double album with performances by all of these guys and all of these guys, and see if you can recognize, of course, right there, Klaus Main, Doro, right there, Rudy Schenker, the Biff Byford from Saxon. We have James Hetfield, Rob Halford, Lemmy, Scott Ian from Anthrax, the guys from Metallica, pretty much I think all of them are there, plus a whole bunch of other guys right there from Anthrax. Check it out. Okay. Anthrax, Tenacious D, Adrenaline Mob, Hailstorm, Motorhead, Doro, Scorpions, Glenn Hughes, Metallica, Rob Halford, Doug Aldrich, Vinny Appice, Jeff Pilson, Scott Warren, a who's who. This one is out on, I believe it is, yes, red vinyl. Oh, there you go. Ronnie James Dio tribute. This Is Your Life. Okay. Really cool versions right here of all the Dio classics. Like, not just from the band Dio, but also from Sabbath, like Neon Nights, Last Line, Mob Rules, Rainbow the Dark, Starstruck, Holy Diver, Man of Silver Mountain. All the classics. There you go. Tribute albums, okay? So I'm sure in all of our collections we have at least a couple, And many of these are hit or miss. But there's really some really good versions in there. I'm not too big of a fan of when bands put cover songs on their regular albums, because I feel that maybe they should just use an original song. But I do like them when I hear them, I have to admit. Okay, so that's it for the metal and rock tribute albums. Thank you very much for watching, and keep rocking.